So it is the last Wednesday of 2016. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. It's crazy. 2017 sounds so weird to me. So tonight's team call is going to be about how to make your resolutions actually happen. I'm going to give you some tips to help you for the whole year, because I know everybody always starts out the year really strong, and then by the end they're like, oh crap, I didn't hit that one. Let's roll it over to the next year. So let's get into it. So January 15th, what does that mean? January 15th is statistically when people have already given up on their resolutions, on their goals for that new year. By January 1st, everyone says, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and by January 15th, they're like, nah, I'll pick that up a little later, maybe. Isn't that crazy? Only 15 days into the year, and statistics show that that's when people are already like, okay, I'm over this. So when thinking about, when thinking about resolutions, I started to think, I honestly don't even know why they call it resolutions. Like, why don't they just call it New Year goals? I've never actually looked into that. So I looked into it, and it comes from the word resolve. The definition for resolve means to cut any possibility of it not happening in your life. So, example, a couple years ago, I decided to give up pork. I wasn't going to eat any more pork. I resolved to not eat any more pork, meaning that I cut out any possibility of me ever eating pork again. And it worked. Like, I go out to eat, I don't have anything that has pork in it. If I go over to my friend's house and they make something with pork, I just have something else. I have cut out every obstacle in the way so that I know that I don't want to eat pork anymore. I'm not eating pork anymore. Easy example. So when you're setting your resolutions, you're making something that you want to change in your life. And nothing is going to stop you from keeping that change in your life. And when you're thinking about making those New Year's resolutions, it's important to know that it's not what we get, but it's about what we become that makes us happy. I know that I love getting new things. Like, I just got a new jacket the other day, and I love it. But 3 days later, I'm kind of over it. I'm like, oh, I love it, but it doesn't make me happy in the long run, right? So it's about who I want to become in 2017. I need to become something more. I want to become something more so that by the time 2018 comes around, I can look back and be like, wow, look at how I've changed as a person this past year. That makes me really happy that I've been able to grow this much. Not necessarily all the things that I've gotten. Maybe I've gotten all those things because I've been able to become the person I needed to be to get all those things in my life, but it's the person that you're going to become that's going to make you happy. So, 3 steps to achieving your resolutions. Step 1 is your vision. You have to figure out what you truly want. Sit down in a quiet room where there's nothing else to distract you and think about what's really, truly going to make this next year amazing. And make sure it includes everything and everyone that you really love, that's really important to you in your life. Because say you have a resolution that you're going to get this amazing new position at work, right? But if you achieve it and you realize that all of a sudden you're not able to do everything that you've always loved doing, and you're not able to hang out with everybody who truly means something to you, you're not going to truly be happy, and it's not something that obviously you truly wanted. So make sure your vision is something that is true to who you are. And then, of course, it has to be something inspiring and something that excites you. When you think about achieving this resolution, this goal, it brings up emotions. It makes you really feel like this is happening, and when this happens, it's going to be amazing. And I just use the example of, let's say you're making enough income where you have some left over to take your parents on a trip to Italy. That if that happens for me, I know the 2 major emotions around that is I'm going to be overjoyed and I'm going to feel accomplished, right? And that excites me, like, oh my gosh, I accomplished this goal. I'm able to do this. I'm able to go have so much fun with my parents, and it's because I have done this. This has been since January 1 that I've decided this is happening in my life, and it happened, and I feel amazing, and I'm so excited, right? So think about your resolutions, and if they don't excite you, if they don't really inspire you, it's probably not something that you truly want. So push versus pull. So your resolutions need to have a vision that pulls you towards them, right? You can only push so far, but pull power will last. The example I used here is an example that I've been trying to use with my challengers and my clients. Is I ask them what their goals are. Like, why did you sign up for this program? And a lot of times I want to lose 10 pounds. That is a good push goal, right? You're going to push yourself until you lose 10 pounds. It's going to be a little harder because that's the only thing you're thinking about is, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. But what pulls you? What, after you lose the 10 pounds, how is that going to make you feel, right? And a better example is to say, I want to get back to my college weight and regain my energy. That's going to pull you towards that goal because you already know what you looked like in college, and you already know what you felt like in college. So those emotions around the goal, around the resolution, will pull you towards it because you remember how that felt to be at that weight in college, and you remember all the energy you had when you were in college, right? So you're being pulled towards that because you want it again. So much more emotion around that than just saying, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Your feelings around your resolutions are going to be what pulls you towards. That way you don't have to just keep pushing. You're already being pulled. Step 2, have a strong enough reason for these resolutions, guys. So reasons come first, answers come second. So thinking about your resolutions, thinking about what you truly want in this next year of your life, what are the reasons why you want to accomplish that? If you want a new car, what are the reasons around that? Why do you want a new car? What does it bring up for you to achieve that goal, right? If we go back to the example I used about being able to take your parents on a trip to Italy. So example, the reason I would like to make enough money to take my parents on a trip to Italy is because they have always been there for me. They have sacrificed so much for me. They have been talking about taking a trip to Italy forever, and I would love to see their smiles when I'm able to make this dream come true, right? The main reason is to see their smiles, to bring happiness to people that are so close to you. That is a huge reason. You want to be able to show them that you're accomplished, that you care about them, and this is how you're showing them love. You're giving them this huge gift that they've always wanted, and giving is a major way that we show love, correct? So make a strong enough reason for every resolution you are wanting to accomplish. If there's not a strong reason behind why you really want to do this, it's probably not going to happen. So think of the reason first, and the answer will come second. Reasons are number 1. Step 3, review and feel every day. So I'm sure you guys all know what RAS is in the brain, the reticular activating system. What it is, if you don't know, is it helps you determine what you notice in the world, because there is so much going on around us all the time, right? And if we had to focus on everything that was going on, we'd never get anything done. So this helps us focus on what we need to be focusing on what we should be focusing on to help us survive, right? It's a survival instinct to have this, so that you're focused on what you need to be focused on in order to move forward in life. So you need to read your goals and resolutions each day, or make a vision board about it. So if you're more of a visual person, sit down every day and look at a picture of what that is that you want to accomplish, but don't just look at it and walk away, right? You got to look at it and then feel it. Again, if you're wanting that new car in 2017, put a picture up about it and then think about how does it make you feel when you're sitting in the seat? How does it make you feel when you grab the steering wheel? How does that make you feel? Review and feel every single day. That is what will get you the life that you want. Example, I'm sure all of you guys know about Jim Carrey, right? I think Amalia even posted his little video when he was on Oprah years and years ago. So he was like living in his car or something, right? Living in his van. And he wrote himself a check for $10 million. Like that's pretty bold, right? You're not even living, like, you don't even own a house, but you want to make $10 million. And he says that he took that check out of his wallet every single day and sat down and visualized about it. He wasn't any less busy than any of us or anything. I'm sure there's plenty of days when he would have rather got 10 more minutes of sleep or went to bed 10 minutes earlier. But no, he knew that this is where he wanted to be in life. So he took out that check every single day and really felt, what is that going to feel like when that check is real? When you go to the bank and they say, yep, we've got your money, right? Every single day he did this, and boom, look where he is now. Exactly, right? You can't just have this big goal and then look at it every couple weeks, right? Every few days, like glance at it like, oh yeah, I want to do that someday. Or oh yeah, I want to be like that someday, right? Nope, it's got to be every day if you really want to grow. And you will attract into your life everything you focus on. That's both positive and negative. For me, I know that my brain likes to really automatically go to everything wrong. I've been like that since I was a little girl. I'm always thinking about what if. So I work extra hard to keep those positive thoughts, right? I no longer watch all those CSI shows on TV that are going to make me all scared and thinking bad things, right? I try to read positive books. If I'm going to have something on TV, it's something that's going to make me laugh, something that's going to make me learn, something that's going to keep me in a positive bubble, keep me moving forward in life. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Right? Totally true. Buddha knows his shit. And finally, raise your standards. I know you're thinking, really, Chelsea, everybody always says that. It's so cliche. Why are you talking about this? It's totally true, though. Lasting change is different than a goal, right? If, just like we try to tell all our challengers, all our clients, this is a lifestyle. Being healthy, being fit is a lifestyle. Once you hit that goal of losing your 10 pounds or getting to your college weight, it's not over. If you don't keep it up, you're going to go right back to being where you were and then having to work hard to get back where you want to be, right? Everyone in life gets their musts, not their shoulds. So, if you must make enough money just to pay your bills, that is your standard. If you must make enough to pay your bills and have enough left over for other activities, that is your standard. If you've ever heard the saying that you could take the money out of everybody's hands, all the millionaires, all the billionaires, everybody's hands, and disperse it between everybody in the whole world. So everybody had the equal amount of money, right? Everybody had the same stuff. Within a little period of time, those millionaires, billionaires, entrepreneurs, big thinkers would have all the money back. That's just because that's their must. There's people out there who they must make $1 million a year, and their RAS, reticular activating system, makes that happen because it's always projecting these things, right? Projecting how are you going to make this, how you're going to make this. Doesn't mean that all those people make the money in the right ways, but that's their standard. They have a standard that this is how they live, this is how they're going to be, right? Make something a must, and you will find a way to get it. Make something a must, and it becomes a part of your identity, right? So, example for health and fitness. Let's say you should eat 5 servings of vegetables a day, right? It's so different than you must eat 5 servings of vegetables a day. I mean, I can just feel the difference between those words. I should and I must, right? Must has so much more power behind it. So figure out what you must do in life, and I promise your brain will start figuring out a way. Like if you must take your parents on a trip to Italy, all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh, you meet somebody who has a house in Italy that you can use. Oh, there's plane tickets half off, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, it's like everything's going to start coming to you because this is a must in your life. So, those are my little tips and tricks to help you guys start living the best year that you possibly can live. 2017, isn't that so crazy to think about? So, I hope you guys learned a lot, and I really hope that everybody's been thinking about their New Year's resolutions. And please, if you're really not sure, like what is it that you want to really become or really want to get out of this year, message me and let's brainstorm a little bit. Sometimes it takes another person to help you get everything rolling, right? So anyways, I'm going to stop recording now. I love everybody and Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.